Hello and welcome to day 4 of the 12 days and characters of Christmas. I'm Phil Underwood, and I'm loving that you're going on this journey with me through the story of Christmas so that we can find ourselves in the story and the story in us. We started talking 4 days ago about Mary, and then how she said, the bottom line of what made her so special was, she said to God, to the angel, "Let it be according to your word. Let it be to me according to your word." What if we could begin to say that to God, that whatever your word says about me, whatever you've declared about me, whatever you believe about me, whatever you see about me, yes, I want that. That's what we're saying. And then Joseph comes along the second day. He also got a supernatural visitation during his sleep, and he decided to say yes to the plan of God and follow it instead of following his own plan. And then yesterday we came to this couple by the name of Zacharias and Elizabeth. They were a very old couple, senior citizens. They got the 50-cent coffee at McDonald's. And they were in this place where they never had children. Zacharias was a priest. In this day that he was assigned to do temple duty, he goes into work and he's going into the holy place, the prayer place. And when he goes in there, he, the third person in this story, has this supernatural visitation. And he says, "Wait a minute, I'm not so sure about this, God." And the angel zipped his lip. So he was not able to talk until after the baby was born. And he came out all excited. Anyway, that was yesterday. Go back and listen to it. Today we come to Elizabeth. And Elizabeth embraced this with everything she was. She said yes to the dress. She said yes to the maternity dress, yes to the process. Even though she was an older lady, she wanted to be involved in the plan of God. And Zacharias came alongside of her and they went through this pregnancy. Now, she was about 6 months pregnant when all of a sudden, one day, Mary shows up, the mother of Jesus. Mary is pregnant. And listen to this, what happened. She said, Mary walked into the house and greeted Elizabeth, and the baby inside of Elizabeth did a flip. Yeah, that's what the scripture says. Just right there in plain English, did a flip. The baby jumped within her when that baby, John, was going to come into contact with Jesus in Mary's belly. That's pretty supernatural right there. There was this element of joy that even John pre-birth felt in the presence of Jesus. And his job in life was to pave the way for Jesus and to introduce Jesus. And Elizabeth said, "Yes, I am in," even though it's going to be seemingly harder on me at my age to raise a child, not just to birth a child, but to raise a child. But we're in. And so many times we see the plan of God and we may say yes to it, and then it gets hard in the process. It gets difficult in the living of it out. And we're tempted to say, "God, wait a minute. Let me sit down on this one. Let me sit this one out. I'm not really sure I was ready to go all the way through with it. I like the idea, but here's what we find out about Elizabeth. She had an allegiance to God. As a matter of fact, she and Zacharias both had an allegiance to God. And the scripture talks about their allegiance was something very special and very sacred to them. They gave themselves wholeheartedly to God and God's plan, and they said yes all the way through the process. So today, what kind of process does God have you in? Do you even know that there is a process? Have you ever discovered the process? I would love to help you discover the purpose and the process of God for your life, and I'm open to you contacting me about that. Or maybe you're just trying to discover and discern where to go. You believe in Jesus, you have a relationship with the Father through Jesus, but you don't really know what to do with it. That's why we're here. And that's why I hope you'll stick with me all throughout this. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, subscribe to more teachings that I give out for you. And let's just make 2022 a great year of the story coming alive in us. But remember, you got to say yes to the dress. Merry Christmas.